Hey Flosstube, Pam here, stitching between the lines. Today, September 27th, Wednesday. Yes, I remember the day. We're in a different spot. We are in a different room, sitting on the foot of my bed, so that you can see the quilt. People have asked, they notice quilts in the background, and they've asked and they've wanted to see more. So here's this one. A little bit of the witch's feet are behind the bed. But, oh, and a cat. We're going to have cats because they can get here easy. The quilt, I don't remember the name of it. Sorry, I don't know. It's a buggy barn pattern, and it was in one of their books, so it wasn't an individual pattern all by itself. But the legs hang free. They dangle free. I don't know. Let me see if I can do that. See that? So it's sort of three-dimensional. I'm not sure what that's going to look like. At any rate, I absolutely hated making it. Hated it. Did not enjoy it. So I took it to my quilt guild for show and tell, and somebody admired it. I said, here, pattern's yours. Never making it again. So it's out of here. But this was the first fall I got to hang it. So there it hangs. I have another quilt done that's going to take its place once Halloween fall decoration's over with. When I sit in my office, hanging on the wall is a quilt with a lot of little squares. I have a king-size version of that same quilt that's on the bed, which you can't see. I mean, I could move it, but I'm not going to. And I made out of the same fabric a quilt that'll hang up there. So maybe when that's up, we'll do this again. We'll see. So anyway, I have Flosstube hair. Is that a name yet? Oh gosh, you guys are sliding downhill. Sorry. Stay there. It's a long, hot day. I've been very busy. Lots of things. But I know we talk about Flosstube itchy nose. I have Flosstube hair today. Anyway, I have some progress. I have some purchases. I have something else that you have to stick around to the very end to see, to find out what it is. And it's a good one. You're going to want to stay. I don't think we'll be long. Anyway, progress. Let's just do some progress. I started Little House Needleworks Fall Squared, which is really cute and quick. So I have that much done. I really needed to do just a small. I need some smalls. I started this after I put away the Early Americans as promised per my last video. Marlene, Stitching by the Lake, pointed out that I really could do them in any order I wanted, but I'm sticking with the fact that I'm giving it a rest under the guise of wanting to stitch them in the order they come, but I don't want to keep handling. So block number 7 and 8 I need to get 9 here first so I can do 9, which is the block or the box I worked in. And I've seen it out. No, I've seen number 7 out. Who is it? Abigail Adams? It's really cute. Oh my gosh, you guys. I'm having trouble making you stay put. This is not a design made for portability. So, stay. I'm trying to guarantee this is quick. Anyway, she's cute, but she has a huge honking house. So there's those two. I started, again, another start. I've been so desperate for a start of something smaller after all these large ones that progress is so slow. I started Ebenezer's Christmas by Erica Michaels. First, Marlene, Stitching by the Lake, showed this one, and I thought, oh my gosh, I have to have it. So I went and looked at it, and I said, no, it's okay. I don't have to have it. And then Nicole, Buckeye Stitcher, she showed it. She's doing it for her sister, and so then we were back to the I have to have it. And so she and Kathleen's Trodden Trail, are working on it, and it's turned into a stitch along. So I'm doing it all together. It's actually 3 different parts. The pattern the pattern there's so many pages to the pattern, it's amazing. So anyway, I pulled it all out and I looked all around and there's all kinds of color choices for thread. It's just kind of crazy. I pulled out Weeks Dye Works Seaweed, Brick, and Coal. Those are my 3 colors. There's a 4th color. It's their Flesh. If you do each one separate, individually, they're like 3 different color combinations, so I needed them all to be the same. I pulled out a mystery piece of linen. It has no explanation for what it is, and usually I save those details if I've cut something apart. I save it. So this may be so long ago I wasn't saving anything. And I just started it in the cat's back. This is Cooper. If Cooper, I'll pick him up in a minute. So anyway, I just gave it a start, and it's now a stitch along on Instagram. I don't know what it's called, though. I forget. Say hi. This is Cooper. This is the 8-pound ball of fire that never stops moving. One good thing is, though, he sleeps all night long. It's like having a baby. He gets up on the bed, he plunks down, he goes to sleep, end of story. The other one's up half the night, waking us up. So those are my things. No other things, right? Oh, yes, one more thing. I need to get my kitty off of my project bag. Threads. This is, I'm being very disorganized about these small things I've started because they don't have a project bag. I'm looking out the window. The cat sees something out the window, and when the cat sees things, sometimes it's trouble. Sometimes it's very bad. Many of you know the stitch along of Lantern Lane. I've been trying to work on this one only on Sundays. You guys are scooting away again. You want to look at the ceiling? I don't think so. Look at the pillows. See how long that lasts. I haven't had necessarily solid Sunday time to work on it, and then sometimes if I don't have time on Sunday to work on it, I work on it on Monday, except for the last couple weeks I forgot. Mostly we're just very busy. So I've been trying to work on the roof. I always try, not always, but in this case, I'm trying to do the big, cumbersome things first. Because once the house and the roof are done and the windows are done, it's smaller stuff. You know how fiddly windows are. So, Lantern Lane. It's looking good. And then I have, let's see, what else do I have? I got the Christmas ornament issue, which I've heard people say, you know, I haven't heard anybody say anything positive. Let's put it that way. But honestly, I'm not going to do a flip through. You can find somebody else that does it. It's got about as much as it ever does that I like. So, I don't know. I don't stitch a whole lot of ornaments. There's designers I like in there, and they have ornaments I like. So, it's, like I said, it's pretty on par with what we've had and seen in the past. And then twice now in my shopping, I have gone specifically to buy something, and that something has ended up not being available, and what I'm ending up with are the things I bought just because, you know, you don't want a pattern to travel alone. So that's not happy making. So I'm not happy about that. One of them was the April wordplay. I was on the 1, 2, 3 stitch notify me when that is in, and I got a notification, and so I ordered it, and I ordered some other things. The other things came, and that didn't, and then I got an email that my order was in and ready to ship, but my PayPal had expired. My PayPal, you know, like authorization to pay them. So I clicked the link and it didn't work, so I had to call them. Now, I need to back up just a tiny bit. This story blends with another story. I don't use Facebook much. I'm sure I've said that before, but I am part of a couple groups, especially if there's things you want to be doing, like, say, going on the trip abroad with one of your high school kids, you need to be part of the Facebook group that you learn about the trip organization and whatnot. So I have a Facebook name. It's not my name. It's close. Used to be way not my name. Now it's closer. But anyway, I don't have any friends. I'm just in some groups. And on Stitch Mania, somebody said that, I believe I'm correct in saying that they said 123 Stitch told them that the word plays were not being continued. And so they posted that. And then people posted, and I think the designer posted and said, yes, they are. They're on my website. Or somebody else posted and said, you can still get them on our website. So when I'm calling 123 Stitch and saying, I got the email, my order's in, I need to go and do another PayPal for you, she said, let me look it up. And she looked and she said, well, actually, the wordplay is being discontinued. And so I already knew what had transpired on Facebook. And I said, what do you mean? Because I actually had already seen on Facebook on a different group I'm in where Crazy Annie's was advertising that she had them all. So I wanted to say, but I didn't really want to say to a designer, but I saw somebody else selling them. So I just was looking for a little more clarification. And she said, so what she meant to be saying when she said it was discontinued is that 123 Stitch is going to discontinue carrying them. She said it's always a problem. They can't ever fill the order, and we put it on our website because we order it and are told to expect the delivery in whatever number of days, and then it doesn't come. So she said apparently it is. So when she uses the word discontinued, she doesn't mean the pattern is discontinued forever. She means it's discontinued on their website. So I ordered from Crazy Annie's the rest of the word plays that I don't have, so that I have the full year's worth, and some fabric that I thought was very interesting, and I've been very anxious for it to come so I could show you guys. And it still didn't come today, even though I got a shipping notice all the way last week. So I don't know, it's taking the slow boat. And so I don't have that to show you, but as far as fabric goes, an interesting fabric, this I got from Down Sunshine Lane. And I don't know what I would do on it at this point in time, but I thought it was kind of cool, interesting. You know, we all like our fabric, and there might just be the perfect thing to be on here. Down Sunshine Lane doesn't sell a whole lot of fabric anymore. So since they had the fabric, I wondered if there's a pattern, like a little house or something, that be working on this. So anyway, there's that. I did buy a couple things. I was on the Notify. I'm not on the Notify Me for a whole lot of things, but then I see something posted somewhere on Stitch Mania or whatever. I'm like, oh, I didn't know that looked so nice stitched up. So I go and order it, and this was another one put me on the Notify Me list. The color's in real life. I only just have one other one. I think August maybe, and I intend to change the word August out. And I had to get Hallows Eve, seeing as I was getting things. And I'm not showing you everything. That's just the way it's going to be. We're working our way up to the really good part, so hang in there. So I also got, finally, and I know these take a while, so I wasn't really all that anxious, my European cross-stitch package kit to go with my Chatelaine Mystery 12, the Caribbean. Isn't it beautiful? Look at the color. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. I didn't even open it. But when it was on its way, my birthday is in the fall. When it was on its way, I was thinking when it gets here, I know I'll just have my husband put it away for my birthday because it's something I really want. It's really expensive. Anybody who's done it this way knows. Michelle Rudy. Are you listening, Michelle Rudy? My husband ticked me off in between it showing up and me learning it had been shipped. Clearly did not wait. He's not getting off that easy. And on Stash Unload, I got this little ditty, which is funny. I like that sort of very vintage Halloween looking type. And there was one on Stash Unload, and I was in the process of typing "me please" when somebody got there first, and then just a couple weeks later it was there again. I don't remember who the seller was, and I don't really think one person's buying it to turn around and sell it because maybe I paid $3 for it. I don't know how anybody's making a profit if that's what they're doing. Anyway, here's the good part. Here's where you're listening up. I have a giveaway. I have things to give because my irresponsible shopping resulted in a duplicate. So Little House Needleworks Pumpkin Hollow Farm is a duplicate. I had it in my file of patterns. So I have that to give away, and I've added that. No fabric. Fabric is too personal, you know. So I will mail internationally. So there you go. You need to be a follower. I'll be checking. I'll figure out how to find out. So you need to be a follower, and you just we're going to do like we are Stash Unload, and just put in "me please" in your comment, and make sure I can comment back and you can get it. I've blogged for years and years, and we all bloggers have given many instructions and encouragements to people to make sure that their email, when they comment, they aren't a no reply, and you can't reply. I get comments like that emailed to me, and they say that they're no reply. It's just like blogging. I have no idea then if when I reply and it gets posted on under this video, if you are getting any sort of notification that I replied. So I'm not chasing you down. That's not happening. And I'm also going to say right here, right now, out loud to the public, I'm not going to, if I mail this internationally, I'm not going to be responsible if it doesn't get through customs or something happens in customs. That's just, if you know your country's customs are going to pick this out of the envelope, then save us all the agony. But I didn't have any trouble mailing a pattern to Germany, and it got there in a remarkable time, and I couldn't believe how inexpensive it was. I said, really? All the way to Germany? When the postmaster told me the price. It was less than $2. This might be it's a little bulkier with the threads, but I don't know. He said, he was filling out the form, and he said, it's a document, right? And I just said, yep. I wasn't, I mean, you could interpret what a pattern is, that it's a document. I wasn't trying to I don't know. What do I know? It could be a document. I don't know what we're going to call the threads. I don't know what happens if I write down gift. So anyway, I'm not selling anything. So maybe we won't have any kind of problem with customs. So if you want Little House Needleworks, Pumpkin Hollow Farms, pattern and threads, never used, everything's new, put a "me please" in the comments and make sure I can get back to you. You don't have to put your email, but if I need to comment back, make sure that when, if you've posted a comment before on a Flosstube, and you get notified that a reply has been entered under your comment. So what's today? 28th, 27th. In the hopes that this uploads relatively soon. It should. I'm going tomorrow to a quilt getaway, and they have Wi-Fi there. So if I can't upload it from home, I should be able to upload it tomorrow. And so that's going to be the 28th. So we'll say that by the 28th. Let's say, I don't even know what day of the week October 15th is, but somewhere around October 15th. So that gives you good 2 solid weeks for people to catch up on these videos. And if you are a slacker, then you miss out. So let's do a drawing on or around the 15th. Not knowing the day of the week or where I'll be, I don't know. I think it's a Tuesday. 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, maybe it's a Sunday. I don't know. Don't count anything. Anyway, whatever. Could be your lucky pattern. So anyway, there you go. That's the Flosstube things that have been going on. I've been working on quilting things much more because of my weekend away. So, and organizing and getting things together. So, till next time. Bye. I lost my little clicker that clicks you off, so whatever. See ya. Bye.